Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Marissa, and today we're just hanging out in my kitchen. I have a few things, a few pantry items and some fruits and things like that that are about to reach their best by dates. So I'm just coming up with ways to use those, and that's what this video is. So thanks for stopping by. Right here I'm just taking a few leftover bags of cereal and some crackers and peanuts and things like that, and making a quick Chex mix. I'm just doing the original recipe. I'm sure many of you know what that is, but I will try to link a recipe down below. It's not exactly the one I'm following, but very similar. And I always double the recipe with the ingredients because that's the way we like it. We like it a little extra salty. So I'm just taking a few pantry items here and repurposing them. I will be honest and say that this, we didn't eat very much of that because it was a little stale. And so, you know, we got a couple of snacks out of it, but then we ended up tossing the rest of it. And here I am using a sourdough starter. This is the starter that takes the potato flakes to feed. I got this starter from one of my husband's co-workers. She had given Rob some bread and brought it home, and I absolutely loved it. And so I am taking that starter, and I've fed it for a week, and now we're making our first loaves of bread with it. And let me tell you, it turns out amazing. I will try to include a clip at the end of the video. Also, that paper right there is the recipe that I'm following. I am going to pop it up on the screen, so maybe you can take a snapshot of it and zoom in. Hopefully you can read it, but like I said, it's the sourdough recipe that you feed with potato flakes. So maybe you can find something like that on Pinterest. So I did end up adding a little extra flour than what it called for because it was a little sticky. And I was cooking in the kitchen on this day, so it was a little extra warm in there. And sorry for the blurring in and out of the camera too. But anyway, this turned out really good. I'm gonna cover it and set it and let it do a rise for a few hours. And then right here I had some beef that I had been marinating in the refrigerator for some beef jerky, and I will link the recipe that I used down below. I got it from Pinterest. I get a lot of my recipes from Pinterest. Good place to go find good stuff. But this right here is one of my husband's favorites. I really enjoy it too, actually. And so I'm just putting it all in a pan here. I'm going to put it in the oven at a very low temperature. The lowest my oven will go is 175. So it's on 175, and then I bake it for approximately 3 to 3.5 hours. Every oven temperature differs, so you'd have to kind of adjust to your oven. And now it's dinner time, and the crew, we went through again to see what I needed to get rid of in the pantry and the refrigerator and stuff. And so we decided to make fried rice and eggs. And you can use any vegetable. I usually get a bag of mixed veggies, but all I had on this day was some broccoli and carrots. So I did that. I had some frozen onions I threw in here, and then the rice that I'm using are a couple of those rice packs that you can get and you put in your microwave for 90 seconds and then it's ready to go. I think one of them was a chicken flavor and another one was a brown rice and quinoa flavor. I can't remember for sure, but I just threw it in there, added some soy sauce. I don't add salt because it's plenty salty with the other stuff, and the soy sauce too. And then a little dribble of sesame seed oil, and stir that and let it flatten it out on the bottom of the pan so that it can get crispy. And so once it starts getting crispy to your desired crispiness, I made a little well there in the middle and put some scrambled eggs, and then just about the time your scrambled eggs are finished, You just kind of stir it all together, and then it's ready and really good. My family likes yum yum sauce with it. I didn't have any, so they ate it plain, but that was still okay. And then here I've mentioned in several of my videos that I am growing a garden for the first time, and I also have an herb garden. And so I was experimenting with different herbs. And I think there I had cilantro and orange mint, dehydrating it. And I've been researching, trying to see if I have to remove stems. And some people say yes, but then some people also say that it adds a lot of nutrients, the stem of those two. So I think I'm going to try to leave them on and see how that tastes. If it leaves kind of a bitter, woody, whatever taste, I'll just, I'm going to taste test it first before I do a big batch. But I'm excited to get that going. And then I had some fruit that it needed to be eaten. So this is pineapple, and I think I have strawberries and bananas. And I'm just going to throw them in the dehydrator at around 135 for 8 to 16 hours. Some of them get done before others, and you just go in, pull it off, and then turn it back on to finish the rest of it. But it's really good and one of our favorite snacks. When it comes to doing bananas in the in the dehydrator, I prefer a very ripe banana to be dehydrated. We've done the, like when you buy them and they're still green, we've done those, and they don't really have a lot of flavor. They hold up better. They're a little more firm. But like I said, the sweetness isn't there, and they're just kind of really bland. So I prefer a mushy banana to cut up and dehydrate that. And it is sticky and mushy when they're done, but that's okay because I think they taste better and we eat them quickly. So we had gone to Troyer's. I can't remember the full name of it, but Troyer's, it's like an Amish grocery store in Limestone, Tennessee, and had purchased some bacon and some sausage. And so here is what we had left over, and my plan is to just bake it in the oven, 400 degrees for about 20 minutes to your desired doneness. And I'm just going to freeze that here in a minute, and we'll have it on hand when we need some bacon. Here is the end result of the Chex Mix and the jerky, the beef jerky. Again, very good. And like I said with the Chex Mix, we didn't eat all of it because it was just stale. It just, I gave it a go, and it wasn't that good. My husband also said he doesn't like the cheese crackers in it, so duly noted. Here's that sausage that we got from Troyer's, and we got a 10-pound box, and we already used some of it, so I'm putting 2 pounds in each bag here, and I'm going to flatten it out, and we're going to freeze it. And I'll fold it in half so that I can easily break off like a pound in each bag when I need it. And so here, that's what I'm doing. I'm flattening it. And let me tell you, this was not an easy task. I think that my husband heard me struggling. And here in a minute, he and my daughter come in to help me because this was a workout. And now we're back to the sourdough starter. I'm punching it down, and I'm going to separate it into 2 loaf pans. And I'm going to need it a little bit. I should have done 3 loaf pans because one of my loaves kind of spilled over to the side a little bit. It didn't drop in the oven, but it spilled over, and it took a little longer to get the inside of that one done. So next time I'll know that this does better with dividing it into 3 loaves. So this is I'm setting it aside for the second rise, and later that night I bake it. It's so good. This is a sourdough starter that this is my third attempt trying to make the kind with flour and water that you lay out on the counter. And this one is turning out really, really good. So I was just feeding it there. And I haven't cooked with it yet, but I'm looking forward to it and see what kind of thing. I want to do like pancakes and things like that with it. So we'll see. This is the bacon. I just put it between paper towels and then wrap it up with parchment paper, put it in a bag, and I actually put this in the refrigerator because I knew we were going to need some of it. But don't forget to save that bacon grease for good gravy later on.
Yeah, we love that bacon grease in that gravy. Please like and subscribe to her channel. My name's Emily. I'm her daughter. Do it for her, okay? Peace out. Love y'all.
Heck no.